What is up, guys? It's me, boy Kwis, and we are back again with another video. And I'm afraid it's going to be another talking head video because I cannot bring myself to play this game. So yeah, just to give you guys a bit of insight, a bit of rundown. On my stream yesterday, I must have played Tekken for like an hour and a half, and I managed to find like 2 people, and one of them was a king player who might use macros. He has very suspicious execution. I've looked through his inputs and it's looked really suspicious, but at the end of the day, all it is suspicious. He could just have really good execution. And the other person was Fari Bors, and yeah, literally the only 2 people I ran into for like an hour and a half. I might have run into someone else here or there, but I think it was like 3 bars or something, which obviously I'm not going to stay for that because it's just not fun to play on that connection. So Tekken is not fun at the minute. But yeah, I am bringing you this video because there is news is afoot, and that came from Mr. Michael Murray's Twitter, in which he announced that yeah, I've been a bit quiet, but there should be something coming maybe towards the end of this month. So I'm guessing it's going to be the rest of the season 4 content, which if I'm not mistaken is just the character, right? Like we have everything else, it's just the character that's missing, which at this point I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it's Jun. Like it's literally the most obvious choice. You know, I don't think we'll get Kiryu or Majima. I want them, those that if there was something I wanted, it would be Kiryu or Majima, you know. Yeah, because the character, I think they'd be super cool to play in Tekken. But it will most likely be Jun, probably the only character that is in the game right now that makes the most sense. And if you remember the season 4 trailer at the start, there was the part that with the Kazuya and it said the light in the darkness or something like that, and there was actually a reference to Tekken 4. So it's most likely going to be Jun. And one thing I found funny as well is when Murray did tweet as well, he also had this tweet which was also really funny, because it's like he's basically just saying the Christie stands are sharp. The Christie stands are really annoying, by the way. I can't believe they're still going on as if, you know, like it was not going to be Christie, you know, she's not going to come back revamped. Like sharp, just go away. Like at the end of the day, most of them are fake accounts anyway, created by one person just to like be really annoying for some reason. Like the same guy did the same thing with like the Zafina. Like the Zafina stats were really annoying. It's the main reason I didn't want Zafina in this game. And then she did come to this game anyway. Now she's just a roach that just crushes everything and super annoying to deal with. But that's a discussion for another day. But yeah, we will be getting season 4, the end of the season 4 content, I assume at the end of this month. That's what Murray's tweet is hinting to. And yeah, that's cool, that's fine. Like I said this, you know, we're gonna get this content. People will be back on the game for a bit and be like, oh, the new character's fun, or the new character's shit, or whatever, and then, you know, go back a week or 2 and then everyone's just back to doing their own thing because there's not much to do in this game, especially at this point. And you know, I just really wish we'd get some kind of, I don't know, some updates, some talk, something about like all the other problems to do with this game besides the cheaters and everything. You have other things that this game should have had for the longest time. Like, why can't you back out of the game when you go into ranked match? And why why can't you just back out? Why do you have to go all the way through, hit the warm-up lobby, and then back out when you hit ranked match? Why is, you know, customization not as good in this game as previous games? Like, I understand it's a new engine and everything, but you know, I've said this before, if Bandai Namco Entertainment were to like slap, you know, some old DLC, like some costumes like Tekken 3 or something, or Tekken 4, like some iconic costumes or something, put like a £5 price tag on it for certain characters, like people would do that. People would buy costumes for this game. People would buy skins. Like, you know, people would do that type of stuff. It'd be cool to be like, yeah, I have this exclusive thing. And it's better than mods because then your opponent can see them as well, because like when you have mods, your opponent just sees you wearing some really weird outfit, which doesn't make any sense, but it's just because it's a mod on your side. But yeah, other problems, like, you know, when are they going to be doing anything about the game's stabilization? Because right now, I'm guessing this is a PC only issue, but frame drops are happening. I know so many people who are dealing with frame drop issues right now on PC, and it's really getting frustrating for a lot of people, myself included. The alt tab issue, like why do you have to bring up the Steam menu to safely alt tab out of the game, or it's just going to crash? You know, there are just so many issues with the game that I feel like should have been addressed or touched on by now. I'll say this again, I know how hard it is to work during COVID. You know, it's hard for them to to work on things speedily, but just some updates and let us know that they're working on these things, because it just seems to get worse after every update. Like the netcode got worse over time. It was so like I don't know. I feel like I said this in my last video. I feel like I'm at the end of my rope when it comes to this game. I feel like I'm preparing to find a new long-term game to just start streaming and playing and stuff. Like, you know, like I don't know. You know, there's just not that much to do anymore, to put it bluntly. And I mean, the thing is, it would still be fun if the base game was still solid, but when you're playing online and you're having frame drops, or your game just crashes out of nowhere and there's like nothing you can do about that, that's not fun. That's not fun, especially when you compete in tournaments. Like, it's happened to me in tournament. I've had huge frame drop problems and stuff like that, and it's like, without offline, I really think this game struggles to hold up. I think a lot of fighting games struggle to hold up, especially the ones from Japanese fighting game developers. I really feel like they struggle to hold up, because for them, the bottom line was, well, offline tournament just has to be the best way to play this game, and then, you know, the online experience is just whatever, it's secondary. But we're in the situation now, we can't have that. And if this continues, I said it before, I'll say it again, people are going to be driven away from the game, you know? Like, I'm happy we're getting updates, season 4 is still coming, blah blah blah, but there's just so much to tackle that is, you know, it's getting ridiculous at this point, you know? Like, a lot of these are issues, I said this before, a lot of these are issues that we've had since season 1. It's been years, and the same thing has kept happening over and over and over and over again, and we just kind of have to deal with it, because the online experience is always secondary when it comes to these games. It's always secondary, so that's why there's a lot of the content is just kind of bare bones, you know. There's just ranked player match. Like I said, this is something I've said for a while ago, and someone actually commented this on my last video. Like, why are there no rank restrictions in player match if you want them to be? Like, why can't I just set player match, you know, between 5 ranks or something like that? Like, why, if I want to go to player match and not have to worry about rank or anything like that, why do I then have to play against brawlers and initiates and second dans? Like, that isn't fun for either of us, you know. At the end of the day, like, how that's not fun for anyone, you know. Why can't I set a tiny rank restriction in player match, like maybe plus minus 5 ranks, you know, so I get a nice range, see what things are like? But no, you have to play brawlers if you don't want to play. If you do not want to play ranked and you don't have a friend you just want to do a lobby with, you literally have to just play brawlers or initiates or grandmasters, which doesn't make sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that we're getting updates, but there's just so much more that needs to be touched on, and I feel like they're kind of just, have you ever seen that meme of the guy who's like slaps the tape on the cracked glass with the water coming out? I feel like that's what Bandai Namco are doing, but it's not covering the water. Like, the water's still spilling out, like the water is gushing out at this point, and it's like, yeah, no, season 4 update, but cheaters are still around and people can still plug without any penalty and still save scum without any penalty, and you can't back out when you get into ranked match, and the customization's kind of garbage, and if you try and alt tab the game, your game is gonna crash and you're gonna have huge massive frame drops. But new character, that's what the tape is. New character is the tape, and it is like, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know when the next time I'll have just like a Tekken video ready to go of gameplay and stuff, because I don't know. But hopefully tomorrow I will be out of this slump, this anti-Tekken slump that I'm in, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. I mean, it's got to the point where I'm even taking a break from ICFC. Like, I won't be commentating next Wednesday. I won't be competing next Wednesday. Like, to be like completely frank and honest and just keep it a straight buck, the main reason I'm playing Tekken at the minute is to create content, is YouTube and Twitch because if I don't, it potentially dies. If I wasn't a content creator, I wasn't making YouTube videos, I wasn't streaming, I don't think I'd be playing Tekken. I don't think I'd be enjoying the game. So I do feel like it may be important for me to just start doing something else, because like I feel like if I'm not enjoying the game as much, the content gets worse. If I'm forcing myself to do this, the content gets worse, and I'm not trying to have that be the case, especially when, you know, I upload daily. I try and upload every single day. I feel like if I start forcing myself to do this, everything just gets worse, and that's what I don't want. Like, as a competitive player, obviously a sponsored player, like I always had that drive and determination for tournaments, you know, like I'm still playing this game, I'm practicing to get ready for tournaments, but online tournaments just aren't the same, you know. So yeah, I'm taking a break from ICFC this week or next week, you know, like that's like, it's a game, I don't know, as a game it's not enjoyable. And when you don't have offline tournaments, it's like all wretch and no vomit. You're doing all of this work and you're still playing this game, but there's no payoff for it, you know. As a content creator, as a competitive player, you know, those are the only things holding me together with the game right now. I don't think it's a good idea to continue to play the game, or else, you know, everything just starts degrading. I'm just kind of taking a bit of a step back because I don't know, I need to start working on a plan and just find something else to do, you know. Maybe it's time for me to actually learn Dragon Ball Fighters. I've wanted to play it properly for a long time. I have the game, I started learning it a while ago, but I think this was just before a Tekken update. So then I really got into that Tekken update, then I put Fire to the wayside. I have Grand Blue. I never played it. Sorry, Westguard. One of my mods actually gifted me the game and I never got around to playing it. Sorry about that, Westguard. You know, I could go back to MK11. I could become an RPG streamer. I could become an FPS streamer, just start doing Warzone and shit. Fucking, well, Warzone is cheaters too. I don't know, play fucking Black Ops, Valorant, I don't know. I have no idea where I go from this point, but hopefully you guys stick around. But if you don't, I understand. This is supposed to be a Tekken channel, but with Tekken being the way it is, I don't really know what to do, you know. It's not fun to stream. I hop on the game, I can't find games. Yesterday, literally one confirmed cheater and one possible cheater. I can't say for certain that the king player is a cheater. I'm not trying to do any defamation of character, but it's very suspicious. No one's ever heard of this guy before, seen him before, and just, it's really weird, you know. If he came out and was like, hi, I'm the king player, my inputs are just really good, or maybe I just play on a cross up or something like that, that's why my execution is really good, I'd be like, alright, cool, understood. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you know. The game is kind of pee-pee poo-poo right now, and we're getting a new character, probably Jun, and sure, people will be around for like a week or two and then go back to doing whatever. So who knows what the future holds for me. Maybe I'll go back to Bloodborne. Did you know, little known fact, Bloodborne was actually the first game I ever streamed. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll become a world record holder Bloodborne speedrunner. Say that 10 times fast. And maybe I'll do that. Who knows? I got Sekiro sitting right there. Might play that. Who knows what I'll do moving on. I actually got no idea. Like, hopefully I'm just being melodramatic and I'm just like having a mood or some shit. But who knows? Come my stream tomorrow, we'll see what happens. I'll try and play some Tekken. But if I find my brain melting like it normally does when I play the game now, I'll just have to start working on something for the future of KWIS. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm happy we're still getting updates from Michael Murray, but I still feel like they're not tackling the real problems that we're dealing with right now. Like, we do want new content, but I also want problems to be fixed more than anything, because that's a huge thing, driving people away from the game and making it harder to want to play, which is kind of my job, to play the game. And if I don't want to do that, it makes my job harder, and I want to have a easier time doing my job, especially entertaining you guys, because that's what I do so well. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I thought the wall would have screwed me there, but someone clipped that. Power of the orbital 3'd.